This is actually one of the first pieces I've ever done, and when I first learned how to use resin. And I actually used a piece of this paper as the background, along with some gold foil and a few stickers. And I just use this as a little bit of decor in my kitchen, and I love it. It could also be used as a coaster or whatever, you decided. But I want to use one of these in the bottom of a wood tray and see how it turns out. So that's what we're going to do today. Let me show you guys the tray actually. So this is the tray. And it is from a set that I got off of Amazon, and the wood has already pretty much been, I don't know the proper term for it, but I assume that they burned it in such a way that it looks like this. And when I first got the set of trays, they actually still kind of smelled like fire. So this is what it looks like. It has a nice little rustic feel with the hinges on the side. So there's not a lot that I need to do. I could use this as is, but I am slightly extra and I want to have, something else in here. It's cute like this, but it could be more. And so I'm going to figure out which of these sheets I want to use as the bottom so that it has a little bit more character. I'm going to use the one with the fleur-de-lis and the circles. And let me find it again. Oop, there it is. So the first thing that I'm going to do is measure the inside of the tray, and that way I know how much I need to cut. But when I cut this, I'm going to cut it slightly wider just to make sure that I have the right amount of paper at the bottom. Okay, so we have my ruler. This is a Psych ruler. Look at that. That's so cute. A long time ago, when Psych was on its last season, there was a contest on Twitter, and I think it was the show's Twitter account, and I actually won, and I won some Psych themed stuff, including this ruler that now comes in handy. I've never used it for anything but like what we're doing now. So I am going to probably guesstimate this because I can't get the ruler all the way in there. So I think we'll do 10.5 inches long, which hopefully it's long enough. And then we will do, we'll do about 6 inches wide. The next thing we want to do is get it glued down, because we want to make sure that it's in place. I don't want there to be a chance of the resin somehow seeping underneath the paper, but I also want the paper to be able to sit flush, and that way you can't see it like being all wonky under the resin. So for my glue, I'm going to use pretty much the same one I've been using recently, which is the Weld Bond. It's good stuff. So I'm actually going to do this. And what I'm really wanting to do is make sure that the glue reaches the corners. So I'm gonna try to spread it with this little silicone spatula that I have. here. That way I can do a nice even as possible layer. The good thing is that since it dries clear, once the resin's on top, you won't really know, like if I accidentally went a little over the crease or anything like that. So it's great. And I'm going to try to be very careful as I put this in, because once it is in place, there's no turning back. So ooh, there it is. And try to make sure, if you can, that it's as flat as possible, like we're doing. It came a little past up here, but it still looks okay. If it's not like perfectly straight, it's fine. I find that once you put the resin on top, it really helps make everything look like it was meant to be that way. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my gold paint markers, and I think I am going to add some gold. Maybe these, I'm gonna make them gold and make the little spot in here gold. I'm gonna take the Sharpie first and draw, and then if I feel comfortable, I will go in with this Deco Color pen, because it has a slanted tip, and that will help me get the precision that I need on the edges. So okay, let's do this. So we're gonna go. I don't know why I do this to myself, you know. I just want to do like something a little beyond, you know, how it already looks, so that it can look a little more unique. I think I like that. What do you guys think? I like it. It's not as shiny as I would want, so I think I will do the Deco Color pen. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Sharpie in like the fleur-de-lis, and then I'll use it over in these smaller areas where I can't really get the pen in. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. So let's do that. So I'm gonna do these big ones with the Deco Color pen and the smaller ones with the Sharpie. I think that sounds like a better plan. So I'll finish the Sharpie, and then we'll do the pen, and I will be right back. Okay, so here she is for now. Once the glue dries, we will put down the resin, and then what I'm also going to do is take some polyurethane and put it around the tray. So I want to make sure the wood is protected, but that's it for now. I'll be back in the morning with some clear resin. Alright guys, so here is the tray all finished. This is the wood with the 2 coats of polyurethane. So as you can see, it just looks a little more hydrated, but not artificially shiny. You can still see all of the texture and grain of the wood, which is what I for sure wanted. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. And this is 2 very thin coats of resin, especially because of how low that inside handle is. So there's not a lot of resin there, but there is just enough to make sure that that paper is protected. So if you were to sit something in the tray, it will for sure not impact the paper underneath. But I really I love how this turned out. Let me show you what the paper looked like before the resin was put in, just as a small reminder. So this was the paper before, and this is after. And I really actually now love how the resin affected the paper, so that you can actually still see a little bit of the, I feel like it almost makes it look like the wood grain is in the paper too. So yeah, this is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. And thanks guys. Bye.